2022.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intertraffic Amsterdam 2022. Here is your master of ceremony, Marinda Hall.
Good morning. Good morning. After 4 years, we are back in Amsterdam. Woohoo! We were so much looking forward to see all of you. Welcome to the live audience here in the Rai, Amsterdam. And hello if you're looking at us through the live stream. Hello there. There's a camera over there. Just you can wave and say hello. Hi. Let's acknowledge how great it is that we are here live together. No face masks. I mean, some of us do. That's perfectly fine. But lots of us, no face masks. We can see each other smile. We can even, you're sitting quite close to each other. That is something new. I haven't seen that in a long time. Great. So let's just take a minute just to say hello to the neighbor. Hi. The people sitting next to you, behind you. Say hi to the person behind you as well, or in front of you. Great. You have lots of time during Intertraffic to meet each other, and you can do that through the app that we have. So make sure if you see someone interesting, say hi. Our program and summit are packed with tools, innovations, best practices to inspire, and especially on the mobility transition we are all dealing with. Let me just see, because we have some interesting facts for you about Intertraffic. Let me just begin. Intertraffic 2022 is the largest show since lockdown. So I would like to give Joyce just a really big round of applause, because that's major. 2 years, great. This is, the whole sector is here. We have more than 800 exhibitors in the halls here. We have people from more than 150 countries, people online. Hello there. Great you're here. The worldwide live stream. The first edition was 50 years ago. And 50 years ago, there were the same challenges we have today. There were the first traffic cameras. There were the same issues with safety, traffic jams. So the companies that were there 50 years ago, some of them are still here today. That's a big feat. That's great. We try to keep in touch with all of you through our webinars, through Intertraffic on Air. That's a kind of talk show. I see some familiar faces there as well. So that was nice, but it's even better to be here live today with you and you at home. I would like to introduce our first speaker of today, Jörg Marienhagen. Jörg, are you stand by? Yeah. Jörg is Director Mobility Consulting at Deutsche Bahn Engineering and Consulting. And Jörg is going to tell us something about how Deutsche Bahn is rethinking mobility. He's going to tell us about multimodality options and how to meet connectivity needs of travelers. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have a warm welcome for Jörg Marienhagen. It's all yours.
Good morning, everybody. This is, for me, an amazing moment to be the first to speak here at the Intertraffic in Amsterdam after so many years. So great to have you all, and I want to bring some greetings from maybe another part of the industry. It's Deutsche Bahn. So what is our idea of Deutsche Bahn to get this mobility transition done? So I want to speak today in a short keynote about smart mobility and green transformation at Deutsche Bahn. So what are we doing to get this transformation done? So for me, it's brilliant to speak here in this audience because I've been as a visitor on the Intertraffic in Amsterdam 4 years ago, and there has been so many changes. So a bit of a background. So I was introduced being Director of Mobility Consulting at DB Engineering and Consulting, the engineering arm of Deutsche Bahn. What are we doing? So typically mobility consulting is developing solutions how a railway is being operated, how it's maintained, how rolling stock's working. But it's beyond that. It's about the transition to smart mobility and also to include some new technologies, for instance, Hyperloop technology. In this world, I think we are facing 4 global trends of mobility. This is, in our opinion, it's globalization in both ways. It's digitalization, it's urbanization, and obviously, it's the climate change. Today, I want to focus on the 2 green items. Urbanization, if you had asked me 2 years ago about urbanization, maybe somebody would have said that everybody's walking in the cities. I think now it's both ways. And climate change, obviously, is a really big point we have to discuss. But first of all, let me go into Deutsche Bahn's strategy for the climate change or the climate targets. As you can see here, we have given ourselves a strategy to become climate neutral in 2050. This means not climate friendly, this means climate neutral. So we want to change all of our processes, all of our operations, including Scope 2 and Scope 3 emissions, to 0. We know this is a very important aim to be achieved, but we need to do something. We need to be fast. And we are speaking today about speeding up the mobility transition, and that's why we changed our aim to 2040. So we decided to be 10 years faster, meaning it's only 18 years left. And we are really striving to get those things done. We are focusing on 4 technical items. I need to have to check here a bit. Give me a sec. Yeah, let's start just with the ones we see here. So these are the technical items. Increasing the use of renewable power. This is for our traction and for all the other things it's important. The other one, raising energy efficiency. That's obvious. And today I want to focus a bit more on ending the use of fossil fuels and to touch on new intermodal mobility. These are technical items, more or less. So in our green initiatives, we also created some aims, some chapters, some fields where we want to go more into detail. I will come to that after a second. This is climate protection. This is nature conservation, resource protection, noise reduction, and obviously social responsibility. I will go into that after a second. First, the most technical item I have today for you. This is our approach to replace all diesel-powered engines. So at Deutsche Bahn, we are running on, let's say, 2/3 of the network is electrified. We are operating in this network more or less 90% of all operations, but there is 10% left. What shall we do with that? So we need to change all the diesel engines, and we created plans to do this with separate ideas. So you can see here we are changing into alternative fuels, diesel hybrid, hydrogen, battery, and a bit of electrification. So, but as you may assume, it's not a one-fits-all solution. We need to get a dedicated plan for that. By the way, also hello to the audience sitting virtually. So this is a plan which is covering, let's say, the typical field of railway operations. But the other thing is smart mobility. We always want to deliver door-to-door solutions at Deutsche Bahn. It's not enough for us to provide transport chains from a station to a station. So smart mobility, last mile solutions, something interesting has always been a pleasure for us to do. So some buzzwords: mobility hubs, urban logistics, innovative mobility. You see in the whole Intertraffic you will find those items. For us, some of them are very much important. Transit-oriented development, for instance, or multi-mobility platforms, logistics as a service, shared mobility. All these words are, I think, very much important. What do we do with that? This is, in my opinion, it's the way to answer the question of the client, of the passenger. What's the best way to reach my aim, to reach my goal? What's the best traffic mode for me? Answering all these questions, having all the engineers and consultants and IT developers help to, how can I put it, to provide the best solution for the passenger. We see mobility as a service as some sort of umbrella, a mobility umbrella, a service umbrella, to answer the questions: how can I get to the station, from the station? How can I provide a door-to-door or a home-to-office solution? So we want to answer the question given here in the question marks on the bottom of the slide, and in enabling our passengers, typically our rail passengers, but we want to offer a home-to-office solution. We want to have a mobility offer, a platform, and a door-to-door offer, which is answering the questions. Every time new, every time related to the actual needs, maybe also to the traffic situation, and maybe today it's from home to the station with the car sharing, and from the station to the office with a bike sharing solution. Yeah, this is smart mobility as we see it, and as you can see, we have been doing this for quite some time. Deutsche Bahn started more than 20 years ago with the first solutions. It has been a core bike. It's still one of the most interesting thingies, but it's 20 years ago. Flinkster car sharing started in 2001. Then we introduced our Deutsche Bahn travel app. We invested in own technology. We took share in some startup companies, and so we developed a complete set of, how can I put it, of apps, of solutions which provide a door-to-door modern mobility, including Ioki, for instance. I think it's well known, and also an identification platform, very new, Verimi. For us, the question is, what's next? What's next? What's for today? What's for the next years? And the answer, in my opinion, is we need to focus on two items: overarching mobility as a service offerings. We need to go for green measures, and we have to develop smart mobility solutions, new smart mobility solutions. But this is not enough, I think, and coming back to the start of my little presentation, it's all about sustainability. So we cannot do anything without being sustainable. So this is, for us a big game changer. We added this green sustainability part into our Deutsche Bahn process and Deutsche Bahn initiative. We found out that the way to climate neutrality is really a mammoth task, and we introduced a real big portion of measures. We call it Deutsche Bahn. This is green. We created in these fields, in these technical fields and also social fields, as of now, 164 measures to be taken, to be developed, to be engineered, to become carbon neutral by 2040. Here are only some of them with a number. You can check in the internet, so we numbered them. One ticket for the whole journey, for instance. Still bicycle, eco-friendly buses, eco-friendly electric cars, obviously. Hydrogen, I could talk for ages about hydrogen trains, and autonomous shuttles in public transport. These are paying into the main aim, getting carbon neutral, and to provide for the client, for our passengers, door-to-door green mobility. Or just using the words of our CEO, train travel is active climate protection. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can I have the clicker back?
Yes,
Thank
you may have.
Thank you. You are available to connect through the app, right? People, if they have questions for you,
I'm here.
You are here. Yeah,
Yes.
great. Thank you. We heard about innovation, sustainability. Next, we have some an inspiring example of using big data and how to get from data to traffic management to crowd management. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two other keynote speakers, Daniel van Motman, expert advisor, traffic management and crowd management here in the city of Amsterdam, and Arvind Galyadin, who is CEO of Live Crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Daniel and Arvind.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's fantastic to be here next to Daniel.
It's great.
It's been quite an adventure. I'm not from the mobility world, so it's super fun for me to be here for the first time. I'm from the tech sector, so I'm like from a whole other division.
But still, we connect.
We connected. We connected like crazy. So in the next 20 minutes, we're going to explain to you how we did this and everything we've accomplished in these couple of years that Daniel and us been working together.
Yep.
So, taking you on a ride, I think what happens is that they have the wrong presentation, technical people.
Okay. Nevertheless, we
Nevertheless,
take you on a ride.
we're
We're
gonna-
telling you who we are, what we're doing, and
Yeah.
hopefully, in the meanwhile, we get the right presentation. If not, we're going to
Yes.
show you what we do with big data and how we do it on traffic and crowd management. And actually, use cases, we will stimulate use cases from big venues, but also in normal and during COVID. But first, introduce you.
Yes. So my name is Arvind Galyadin. I'm from the tech sector, like I told you. Never been into mobility whatsoever. We just built fun applications on WhatsApp and Instagram. So connecting with crowds, that was our thing. We started working in the event sector, so doing all the festivals, doing all the major events of Ziggo Dome, AFAS Live. So it was for us super interesting to talk to visitors, just coming back and forth to events. And then we found out that the major thing that people deal with is mobility. How are they traveling towards their event? How are they parking? How are they getting there? How are they going back home? And that's how we found out, hey, this thing called mobility, smart mobility, that we should maybe do some stuff with. That's where I met that guy.
Thank you, thank you. My name is Daniel van Motman, introduced as traffic manager, also crowd manager in the field of Amsterdam, working there always in a smart-driven way. Always looking towards a challenge, connecting city and region. And from that on, and that drive, I met Arvind. But let's first see, Arvind, if you can see the presentation, the timeline, what we're going to talk.
Let's check out Yeah, we can go forward. Oh, we have to move on. I think we have to talk further because
We have to talk further. Okay, we're going to
technical
improvise.
difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties.
Okay.
We'll manage.
Images will follow, but how I met this guy was actually when we had the challenge in Amsterdam Zuidoost. I don't know if you know, Amsterdam Zuidoost is the big area where the Johan Cruyff Arena, home base of Ajax, but also the Ziggo Dome and AFAS are situated. And every week there is a party, every week it's booming there, and there's a challenge of getting people in a safe and smooth way towards the venues and back again. That also asked for road authorities to collaborate together with the venues, because it's every week a challenge to get those people, those end users, in the right place on a safe and a swift way. And from there on, and that's actually our collaboration on a strategic, tactical, and operational level, we created also, and that's the icing on the cake we found of our cooperation, the Operational Mobility Center. Meaning that traffic management centers, and you see the slide over there, and here the video is showing, is that actually from all those entities which are monitoring the situation in the network, bringing them together, because I think, and Arwin will agree on that case also, everyone has a piece of the puzzle. You need to lay it all in front, you get the overview, and then you can act on that.
Exactly. But also to have a connector like you in place, to have all those technical puzzle pieces and bring them together, that was important for us.
That's really, truly important. But Arwind was already there, as from day one he was in that area. And like I said, he was also looking in a smart way, always focusing on the end user and the customer journey. And from there on, we had some pilots, like the National Pilot Traffic Management, focused on in-car in that case. We moved on, but we moved on actually from traditional traffic management towards active traffic management.
Yeah, and that was an interesting case for us because we, from a perspective of just getting in touch with the visitor, that was our main thing. LiveCrowd was built to get in touch with the visitor. That was our main thing, and we found out, due to working with a team of Daniel, that we went from traditional traffic management to active traffic management, where the end user is absolutely key. So what is he using? Is he using Google Maps? Is he using Flitsmeister? Is he using WhatsApp or Twitter? How do we connect with them? How do we get information from them to make sure that we get insights, and from insights get foresights? So that was very important to us, and to get that synergy that was difficult in a world where technology wasn't really going as fast as we hoped it would. So meeting the great people in Amsterdam, and I always say we were born in Amsterdam in that case with LiveCrowd, because that gave us the elaborative opportunities to grow as a platform. So we had building blocks. What did we learn? Do not build a new app. Don't do it. It's 2022. Now, we have more than enough apps. For the people who are into it, Web3 is here. We're going to work decentralized. So it's going to be more important than ever just to work on the platform that people are comfortable with. That's our main goal. It always was our main goal. Then working with Daniel, data connections and sets needs to work at all times, because you need to have information about what kind of opportunity you want to present to your end client, so the visitors that are coming to your events. And the most important one, maybe, the data needs to be accurate. If the data is wrong and you're communicating something wrong to visitors or to people that are following that, then you're losing credibility. And
you're losing them, and
exactly.
It's spot on. It needs to be spot on.
Really. So when we started out, really quick overview, we worked with a landing page, and that landing page connects to the applications that you have on your phone. So it just connects with the people that are using their particular app. And from that moment on, when we started, this was years ago, with the Dutch Road Authority, we just started talking to people on WhatsApp. And when you start talking to people, you get information. And what you can do with the information, that's the key in what makes it more important. So flash forward to Dutch Grand Prix, because we're just a tool, but the clients that hire us are like the true heroes. This was Roy Hurst from the Dutch Grand Prix. we really wanted to know how people are going to travel towards the Dutch Grand Prix. So we just asked them. We asked them questions like, "What time are you planning to arrive on the Dutch Grand Prix? When are you going to go home?"
Also stipulating again the customer journey.
The customer journey, definitely, because it mapped it out for us.
Yeah.
Normally we would just, okay, I think that this will be the customer journey, or we would go a certain way. But we just asked it. How are you traveling? What would your preferred model of traveling be? And then it gave us so many wonderful insights that we had some, ways to inform people. Like this example right here, where we said to people, okay, well, this is your moments to travel, and on a very simple animated version, just tell them, okay, in green it's good, yellow that's okay-ish, but red, then you're going to expect some delay. And then it happened in practice that people actually loved getting information to them at this way. So it was really a good way of talking to the visitors. This is another example we did in what we still do in Rotterdam, where we work with a major stadium also that enables us to add events to the calendar. Normally you wouldn't think of that, but when we talk to people and we said, okay, you can add this event to your calendar, it makes sure that we can see what they're doing, and you can add parking locations to their calendar meeting. So it changes the whole way of thinking, and that's also an insight that we got because we were working in Amsterdam. Yep. Live Crowd is momentarily on version 6, where, as you can see here, where we're going to do the wonderful tour of Ed Sheeran, and where you can now have the event added to your calendar, but also making sure connecting to your calendar are your mobility applications, so we can see at that moment where you are and make sure you get the proper funnel. Something very important that we're going to do is business alerts, or WhatsApp business alerts, where you can get proactive WhatsApp messages about how to travel, in this case to the Dutch Grand Prix. And again, what we did here is the same thing that we always do and what's in our DNA. It's looking at the applications that are already on your phone. So if you're happy to use Google Maps, use Google Maps. You want to use Waze, use Waze. Whatever you need, we'll make sure that the information is properly funneled on all these platforms.
True facilitator in that case. Can you hold the clicker, because with the presentation, I think
you're
safe in your
hands. You're the guy, Daniel. I'm just a tool.
Thank you. Okay, what Armin said about that proactive traffic and crowd management, COVID-19 actually challenged us to take this a step further. Because as you know, where we are coming from, it was a very unsafe period also in time and also in public space. It was needed to keep distance. And in that sense, it's important to know what is the system, how is your network flowing on those crowded places, on those hotspots in your city. So with that challenge, together with the CTO of Amsterdam, we introduced the intelligent use of public space. And it starts actually by reporting the available data you have from crowdiness in your city, from slow modes, especially slow modes, but also from fast modes. But put them in a top sheet, we call it. Put them in a transparent way towards decision makers, policy makers, traffic and crowd managers, and police in that case. So they can learn, evaluate, and also forecast. There's also a forecasting part in this case, where we can learn the next week what do we introduce on crowd management or traffic management. These top sheets are frequently on weekly and monthly basis produced, and they are here to stay. This is the way we work. It just shows you insight how we use data for our work in a smart way. Another fine example, what we have from intelligent use of public space is actually also druktebeeld.amsterdam.nl. We introduced that as a platform, transparent, available for citizens and visitors of Amsterdam to know where are the hotspots and how crowded are they. And they're all based on our crowd monitoring systems we have from slow, but also traffic and parking. And we think this is the first step also getting towards the citizens and so on to introduce an overview what we have. And from that overview you can get insight. And from that insight you make correlations between modes. And in that case it can be much more smarter. And we believe that this is a stepping stone also for the mobility center of the future, getting city and region more connected.
Definitely. And that, we're almost going to leave you. So with looking at the future, I'm going to give you some, the last example, that's something beta we're working on right now. Apart from the fact that actually Mark Greffors is here from B-Mobile. So if you're going to see him, he's right over there. Livecard's going to announce an amazing collaboration with Flitsmeister as well, right here on Intertraffic. So be sure to check out that later. This is something also that we're very excited to release. A new version of Livecard where you see that there's a status bar on top where we can get information to people about how busy it is somewhere, what kind of road to pick. All these things are built on a landing page where everybody can use it. So with that final demo, we're going to leave you right here, and hopefully you'll enjoy Intertraffic 2022. Thank you very much.
And this day we are at Hall 2 at the Metropolitan Region Amsterdam stand. So if you want to talk to us further this day, be happy to join.
We're right there. Thank you.
Thank you, dankjewel. Yep, great. And they are available. So you can also use the app. Intertraffic is the world's largest international traffic technology and mobility event for industry professionals and for you at home as well. I would love to introduce the director of Intertraffic Worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joyce de Winter. Yay! Give a big applause to you. Well done, well done.
So happy to see you all.
Yeah.
So,
How are you doing?
Ooh, yes, I'm fine now. It was quite a bumpy ride the last 2 years, because of the COVID situation, of course. But so happy to see you all here in person again. And, well, it's kind of surrealistic to see this. But
all the faces, you can see faces.
Yes, yes. Three-dimensional. We can touch each other. We're in the Netherlands.
Yeah, great. Intertraffic is 50 years old now. So what's happening? Can you give us some highlights?
About the show.
About the show.
Yes.
It's a big show.
Yeah, we have a big show. It's 35,000 square meters of show floor, where actually all important players in the field of traffic technology and smart mobility are present. So very happy with that. But look at this. We're in the summit program. We have 4 theaters, fully packed, 120 sessions, and all focusing on the latest trends and developments in the industry.
Cool.
So, very happy.
Yeah.
And also nice to know, it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
We have a startup event. It's called It's Up. Just go and take a look up there. All these startups, they will inspire you with the latest smart mobility solutions. So please go and take a look.
Have a look. Yeah, great. Thanks for some highlights. Intertraffic is also a place to meet each other. I've mentioned it quite some time. You are walking around today, I suppose, and people can see you.
Yes.
They can reach you through the app, right?
Yes, we have an Intertraffic app, and you can find every visitor, exhibitor, presenter, you can find them in there, and you can very easily make a connection with the one you want to meet. And we also have a dedicated area in Hall 13. If you prefer to meet up there, that's possible.
Great.
But there is another thing.
Oh.
Because we are 50 years old, well, anniversary.
We
have a very nice party in Hall 13 at 5:30. So I will ask you all to join us and, be surprised.
Oh, be surprised.
Yeah,
that sounds
be
exciting.
surprised, yes.
The dancers were really a surprise.
Put your dancing shoes on.
Put your dancing shoes on. Oh, goodness. Okay, that sounds good. Good. There's something there's something special as well about awards.
Yes. Well, I know that, the jury was really surprised by the amount of entries for the Intertraffic Awards.
Okay.
But I know it was a very tough time for the room. They're here for their all to select the nominees and the winners. But that's not up to me. We have the chairman of the jury, of course, Mr. Peter Litjens, and I think he will
Great.
get more in detail
Let's
and
ask him. Yeah.
announce the nominees.
Thank you, Joyce.
And the winners, of
Yeah,
course.
thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Peter,
Marinda,
you can take it away.
thank you. I will take
Yeah.
it away. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Intertraffic Innovation Award Ceremony 2022, and a special welcome to our overseas delegation, the visitors online. And it's a great honor, but it mostly is a pleasure to be here as head of the Intertraffic Innovation Awards jury. And I'm also very pleased to introduce to you my fellow jury members, Margriet van Schijndel, Tom Stone, Jorrit Weerman, and Adam Hill. Thank you. And I'm sure that not only for me, but also for you, and especially for the nominees who are sitting right there, the Intertraffic Innovation Award is one of the highlights of the Intertraffic 2022. More than 50 entries competed with great innovations that really do make this world a better and more sustainable place. On the mobility, on the broad domain of mobility, software solutions, hardware solutions, data gathering, we face a lot of challenges. You all know it, and Jörg, you already told us the climate change is one of our biggest challenges. We only have 93 months left to reach our 2030 climate goals. So we move fast forward. Energy transition, circularity and mobility, the accessibility of cities, already highlighted by you as well, making more efficient use of the scarce public space, renovation, maintenance of physical infrastructure, great challenges that demand great innovations. And every year the jury faces the very, very difficult task to rank the entries. And this year the task was even more difficult. Because of COVID travel restrictions, a lot of companies had to pitch their innovation online. But what struck us as jury, that in spite of the physical distance, the inspiration and the personal commitment was great. And from this place, I would like to express our gratitude and respect for all the contestants. Yeah, give them a hand. So we had to choose 3 winners. And we finished our selection process with the jury day on the 17th of February. And I would like to give you just a little backstage impression with a short jury recap. Well, we're at the RAI Conference Center in Amsterdam, and we're gathering here with the jury of the Intertraffic Innovation Awards. We're having 15 pitches in one day of all the entries who were nominated.
The great thing about these awards is it gives us all a chance to come together and really celebrate the best in the traffic technology and ITS industries.
Well, the added value of the Intertraffic Awards is clear. We're not inventing things to have them ended up or land on a shelf. They really thought about how to implement their invention, to scale it up, to make it work for the world.
I was actually quite impressed by the wide variety of innovations.
Some of them were fantastic.
From traffic to parking to road construction, it was real interesting.
Yes, some impressive innovations.
What you see that the market is going digital. People are stepping away from hardware to software.
The environment is very high on people's priorities. It's a mainstream issue now, and everything has to have an element of sustainability in it.
It's going to be really difficult to find the winner.
Yes, we're almost having some fights in the jury.
Everybody has its own personal inspiration to improve the world and to develop new innovations. It's inspiring for us as well.
We've got a tough job ahead of us.
Always great to see you in a hard day's working. Yeah, it was nice. We managed to make a selection and to define 3 winners. And I would like to go to the first category, the Green Globe Award, the Intertraffic Green Globe Award. And this award recognizes solutions, products, and working practices that are helping to create a sustainable transport system for the future. And I proudly present the nominees for the Intertraffic Green Globe Award 2022.
Intertraffic Green Globe Award nominees. Swarco AG with Swarco X-Line.
We show Swarco X-Line, our new platform for traffic light controllers. It dramatically reduces the amount of energy required for an entire intersection. The key innovation is distributed intelligence across signals and new pole units. We can reduce the power consumption of our new signal significantly below 1 watt. Additionally, we save cables, copper and construction works.
Cernus with EMAPAV.
With EMAPAV, it will search automatically for a parking spot and it will make the reservation for you. And when that reservation is done, in the spot, it will turn a light that is red, so the other vehicles know they can no longer park in there because that parking spot is taken. It's yours, so you just have to get in your car and it will drive you to the city center and the parking spot you choose.
Graham Barrier Systems Limited with Smog Stop Barrier.
The Smog Stop Barrier, it's an air and noise pollution barrier. The barrier has a double wall design with an angled baffle at the top that creates vortices that push a portion of the polluted air from nearby traffic upwards, increasing the mixture of polluted air with clean air and thereby decreasing pollution. It also funnels a portion of the polluted air from the nearby traffic between the two walls, where a smog stop photocatalyst is located. This unique photocatalyst uses ambient light to remedy that NOx pollution into harmless gases.
Genoptic Robot with TraffiPole.
TraffiPole is a new housing for traffic monitoring, such as speed and red light enforcement, but also suitable for ANPR applications. The design of the oval head features double walls, enabling air circulate in between and dissipate the heat generated by the electronic components inside. As a result, this specific design allows for a significant reduction in power consumption, reducing carbon dioxide emissions by up to 1.74 tons per year for each TraffiPole installed worldwide.
Hayden AI with autonomous bus lane enforcement.
Here at Hayden AI, we are a Silicon Valley startup that is using cutting-edge autonomous vehicle technology to create a safer, more sustainable transportation system. Our patented mobile camera system uses artificial intelligence, hyper-precision 3D mapping, and machine learning to ensure that bus lanes and bus stops remain safe and accessible to passengers by enforcing laws against illegally parked vehicles.
So the 5 nominees, and seeing those small films back, it was a real delight to listen to you, to listen to you and have you explain and talk about your innovations. But there can only be one winner, and you haven't seen that during the film. The host handed me a golden envelope with the winner inside. And I will just read a short piece of the jury report. Intertraffic Green Globe Award 2022. It's not common to find a product which is good for the planet and easy on the eye. The winner of the Green Globe Award has put a lot of thought into the sustainability and environmental effectiveness of this important innovation, but has also realized that it cannot be visually intrusive. The innovation is addressing a clear but too often not acknowledged need. The design is robust, well thought through, and with a great eye for detail. Ready for implementation and taking into account multiple aspects like heat aspects, reduced energy consumption and safety. It is hardware that is elegant in its simplicity. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the Intertraffic Green Globe Award 2022 is Genoptic TraffiPole.
Congratulations to the
Give them a
Intertraffic Green
round of
Globe
applause.
Award winner 2022.
Come over here, guys.
Robot with TraffiPole.
Congratulations, congratulations. Come join us, guys, come on. Great. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations as well. I give the award to you. Yeah, picture. Yeah, I like this. With it. So I would like to have a short reaction of one of you. I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Well, thank you very much. We are overwhelmed, honored, and it's an obligation as well to continue that. Thank you very much for introducing this award, because it really encourages and motivates us to follow this path. We have heard a lot about sustainability, environmental protection, and who have thought that something like a roadside furniture, like we call it sometimes, really can contribute to this. So it's great. We feel very much honored. Thank you very much to the jury and to Intertraffic.
It was great. Thank you. We were impressed. You also would like to have a short word?
Thank you very much. And we done it. And we done it in the right way. In the green way. It's one prize again. We got awarded with the ABT Mobility, a German design award. And it's one in addition. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You get the flowers and the certificate. And if you would be so nice to move to the right side of the stage for the picture, the official picture. And again, a big hand. Kan ik deze aan jou geven? Mag ik dit aan jou geven? Mag ik dit aan jou geven, alsjeblieft? Hou maar vast. No problem. Right, guys, we move to the next category, the User Experience Award 2022. Creating hardware and software that is easy to use, easy to understand, and also easy to install is a challenge for technology developers across all industries, but especially in transport, where speed and accuracy are not simply important, but can also help to enhance safety. And this need is perhaps more urgent than anywhere else. Your attention, please, for the nominees of the User Experience Award 2022.
Intertraffic User Experience Award nominees. RCE Systems with Flow.
Imagine Flow as the ultimate traffic sensor, utilizing camera streams or other trajectory sensors, such as radars or lidars.
Together BV with Together Parking.
We add brains to your parking lot. Optimize your occupancy with our state-of-the-art parking system. Insightful dashboards and reservation portals. We connect with all existing parking systems and create the smoothest customer journey ever.
Tristel Masken with Traffic Printer.
We want to move these exposed road workers into the traffic printer's safe truck cabin and simply push print.
Movian with Argo by Movian.
Argo is the innovative technological platform for managing and monitoring infrastructure lifecycle.
TRL Software with UTC, powered by Scoot 7.
Urban Traffic Control, or UTC, from TRL Software, solves the problem that cities have in reducing carbon and congestion in the way that people and goods move around.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, 5 entries, 5 nominees that really deserve a prize. I have a jury report. Intertraffic User Experience Award 2022. Especially relevant in a post-COVID era of blended or hybrid working, the winner of the Intertraffic User Experience Award allows organizations and employees to manage their business parking efficiently and effectively. Smart and adaptable as it is, it provides an easy-to-use and practical solution to avoid redundant driving while looking for a parking spot. Although the current innovation focuses on a clear target group, the company clearly has developed it in such a way that upscaling to other users is easily doable. It's a system set up for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Intertraffic User Experience Award 2022 is Together!
Congratulations to the Intertraffic User Experience Award winner 2022. Together BV with Together Parking.
Guys, come over. First, congratulations with this Innovation Award.
Yeah.
And I would like to have, a short reaction from you as well.
Yeah, thank you very much at first. And quite a surprise. But very happy about it. It was quite a rough ride the last 2 years. Quite to do some new innovations due to the COVID period. I think that everybody knows in this room that parking isn't and wasn't the industry of the last 2 years. So it was quite nice to see that the user experience flows we improved, that it helped out to see the new industry and the new clients. So thanks.
Thank you. And you heard the last sentence of the jury report with the promise of upscaling.
Yeah.
You're going to deliver?
Yeah, we delivered in the last 2 years already 5 new countries. So we started in the Netherlands, but in the last year we scaled up to Germany and also to Poland and Belgium, France. So
Great, guys.
yeah, it's really nice.
Conquering the world.
Thank you.
Right. Congratulations. The last award, the Intertraffic Inspiration Award 2022. The final category. And this award recognizes companies who have developed essential solutions while pushing innovation to the next level. Your attention, please, for the nominees of the Intertraffic Inspiration Award 2022.
Intertraffic Inspiration Award nominees. Flowbird with Monopass.
Monopass is a mass platform deployed in 2021 in the Principality of Monaco. It gives access to free mobility services, bus, bike sharing, and on-street parking in a real time on a map-based system. One account with one payment method allows users to purchase public service passes in a simple and secure app.
AccuSensus with AccuSensus heads-up solution.
The AccuSensus solution is designed to detect drivers who are using their phones at high speed, at any vehicle speed, up to 300 kilometers per hour, to provide a tool to the authorities so that they can discourage this dangerous behavior.
Icico with Screws.
Screws is an innovative tool which can be used for different purposes, but mostly is used for safety barriers to guarantee their correct behavior if an errant vehicle crashes into them.
Assura Technologies with Access Shield.
Access Shield is a touchless, high-security access control solution, chooses LPR and a blend of video analytics to authenticate vehicles and individuals entering the compound. The 3-level authentication process includes LPR and a blend of video analytics including vehicle make and model recognition and driver face recognition to grant vehicle access.
Intercomp Company with LTR 788 dual-wheeled load scales.
It is able to weigh dual tires on a single scale pad. The problem our innovation solves is when you exceed a weight capacity on an individual tire, it's an out-of-service violation and a safety concern. And current regulations are unenforceable due to there being no method to accurately detect individual tire weights when a tire is side by side. So that results in the private industry driving unsafe vehicles and potentially damaging infrastructure.
Excellent nominees. It was hard labor and it was a tough decision for the jury to reach a verdict on this category. But also we delivered. The Intertraffic Inspiration Award 2022. Safer mobility. Reducing the death toll in traffic is, or at least should be, one of the industry's main priorities. Driving behavioral change on driver device use is one of the key issues of our times. This innovation is a solution that marks the beginning of a new era in enforcement. It's a clever setup tool, making it applicable in regions throughout the world, and it's agile to future needs. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Intertraffic Inspiration Award 2022 is AccuSensus head-up solution.
Congratulations to the Intertraffic Inspiration Award winner 2022. AccuSensus with AccuSensus heads-up solution.
Great, guys. You're providing your own multimedia coverage, which is good. Thank you very much, and congratulations with this award, guys. Same to you. Dressed up in, oh, well, this looks good. We were especially struck by your personal story. Is that an important drive when it comes to innovation?
Well, it is an important drive for all of you. My friend James Rapley was killed by an impaired and allegedly distracted driver in 2013, and so that's one of the main reasons to develop this. And we've assembled a great team, and we've saved a lot of lives. So about 100 lives have been saved in New South Wales already. Phone use is a major danger on the roads. I'm going to explain it a lot more on Thursday at 1:15 in Theatre 3, so please join me there.
Hey, he's doing my work. Great. Great, guys, thank you very much. It's impressive. For a group picture made by us, I'm sorry, you can go to the right side of the stage. Thank you very much, guys. Hou me vast. Well, we just saw 3 prize-winning innovations, but we're not done yet. And as I already mentioned, it was a hard task to make up, to make up a short list of 3 prize winners. So we took the liberty, as a jury, for a special mention. And I'm going to read something from the jury report on the special mention as well, which actually is not in there. Thank you. Yeah, it's magic. A special mention. Too often, we have the habit to overlook innovations that tend to feel like old tech solutions. But sometimes, a relatively simple idea is stunningly effective. Not every roadside area provides optimal conditions for solid safety barriers. In fact, often where they are most needed, the conditions are poor. This innovation is addressing an often overlooked area. The impact on road safety can be very relevantly without major investments and without time-consuming construction activities. It is well designed and addressing clear needs. Crash barriers may feel like old tech, but this innovation makes them safer in a whole variety of potential new locations. Ladies and gentlemen, the special mention of the Intertraffic Innovation Awards 2022 goes to Safe Crash Reinforcing Weak Soil from ICECO.
Congratulations to our jury's special mention of 2022.
Come to the stage.
ICECO with screws.
Since it's a special mention, there's no award for you, but congratulations. We have the certificate for you, and flowers, and a short reaction, perhaps. Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
we didn't expect this after the 3 winners, so thank you very much for the special mention. And ICECO is a company that is investing a lot in safer roads. So this is our scope, and the fact that you saw our potential strengths for us is really important. So thank you very much.
Great. Well, it was a surprise, and it was meant to be a surprise. So many thanks. You can leave the stage from that side, yeah? Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this special mention, the Intertraffic Innovation Awards ceremony comes to an end, and you will be able to see all the innovations of our nominees and prize winners in hall number 13, stand 1301. So, thank you for joining us, not only here, but also online, and we're looking forward to see you at the next ceremony, because there will be a next ceremony. That's great. Keep inspiring us, and have a great Intertraffic. Thank you, and I would like to ask the nominees, the prize winners and the jury to join me at the stage for a last picture.
You're going to do that now or later on?
Later on?
Later on, yes, later on. Peter, thank you very much.
Close question.
And thank you, nominees, jury, and winners, of course. Yeah, and indeed, please stand by because we need you for a group picture. So, it's time for even more discovering, meeting, learning, and especially enjoying the event. At 10:30, we have our summit program here in Summit Theatre 2. This is where you are now. And you'll hear a story about how Rotterdam and BMW are experimenting to create a more livable city. In Theatre 1, it's over there, improving safety and mobility with cloud artificial intelligence and automated vehicles. We'll start over there with that. And in Theatre 3, mobility in transition within the Amsterdam metropolitan region. Also, we have an open stage, which is over there. We have demonstrations outside and, of course, in Hall 7. So that's for you guys here live, for everyone. And if you're looking through our live stream, please be aware that we are making recordings of many different sessions for you, and they'll be available for you at a later moment. So don't worry, you are included. And now, this is I have the honor to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Intertraffic Amsterdam 2022 is now officially open. And we wish you a successful event. Enjoy. See you later.